Hey everybody, Joe here. Want to check out a puzzle today by PuzzleTank. It's called Yin Yang V2, Volume 2. Um, let's see what we have today. We have some pillboxes and normal Sudoku, so we're placing digits 1 to 9 in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. Crop key, digits separated by a white dot must be consecutive. Not all white dots are given, so it would be okay for those to be consecutive also. For instance, arrows or digits along an arrow must sum to the 2-digit total given in the arrow's attached pill. The 2-digit value in the pill is read from left to right. And we'll have a yin-yang puzzle today. Shade some cells such that all shaded cells are orthogonally connected and all unshaded cells are orthogonally connected. No 2x2 area can be either entirely shaded or unshaded. Shading rules. Each arrow total is a 2-digit number to be read as XY. The X value, tens digit, indicates how many shaded cells can be seen from that cell in only the horizontal direction, including itself. The Y value, the ones digit, indicates how many unshaded cells can be seen from the cell in only the vertical direction, including itself. The other shading blocks vision. Did it say that for this one? I assume the other shading blocks vision is for both the X and the Y. Uh, I feel like that is probably the case. Cells separated by a Kropke dot must be of opposite shading. Okay, so I'm gonna leave my rules right here because it'll take me a moment to fully remember this. The X value indicates the shaded cells that can be seen in the horizontal direction, including itself. Right, so but it means that this is shaded. It means that both of these are shaded, which is going to be important. Um, and it means that both of these are going to be unshaded, which is also important. That being said, we have a color swap in both pillboxes. So if we were to have another one, we could not have another one, is what I'm trying to say. If we did have another one, then you could see by the time that we got this orange connected to that orange, in whatever way we went, it wouldn't matter. They would need to connect orthogonally somehow, and it would trap blue. So blue is going to continue around the perimeter to itself, and orange is going to continue around the perimeter to itself also. So we're avoiding 2x2s here. We are avoiding 2x2s there. And this has to be 45 anyway, because it's totaling up every single cell in the box. So these become 45, which is for orange, counting itself. Oh, the 5, though, is counting vertically. it does ironically C5 that way, but that's not its purpose. This will need to be a 3 because it is consecutive. And all of these are going to be orange. And then all of these are going to be blue. But I must remember that the orange ones count horizontal, the blue ones count vertical, and opposite shading will constrict color. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the highest, we could have a 1 here if it was 15, but the highest we can have is 3. This has to be 1 because it can't be 0. So this will be at least 11, or no, it'll be at least 12. And they're consecutive as well. Could be 17. What can this be? If it was 12, we would not have a consecutive number. 13 would work with a 7, 6 only. 14 would not work. 15 would work with 8, 7. 16 would not work. 17 would work with 8, 9. So those will be the only options for that. We have a 3. This has to be at least, this has to be a 2 because of the 1, and because we can't make a 30-digit number in 3 cells. Our max is 24, so this will be a 3 or 4. And I think that will also force a 9 on here. And we have digits here as well. I've never marked yet. That is also 1. But this has to be 1 or 3 or 4. Okay, we don't get a dot there, but so this can be basically 12 to 16. 13 to 16 make that. Okay. So these are not all orange. This is in its row though. And the other cell blocks vision, so that has to be orange. 1 is done. If that is 1, that would be blue. That would be okay, I think. The arrows didn't have a rule for shading. Okay. Alright. Is it forcing an 8 on here as well? If it was 23, what is 9, 7, 6? That would be 22. So it is forcing an 8. So this will be 8. We cannot have it. We know the 9 is also on the arrow. Because 8, 7, 6 is only 21. So this has to be 7. 7 comes out of here. Now, did that change that? Can that still be 7? It could be 7, 6, yeah. So that's still okay. 15. 15 is not possible anymore. So that will be 13. And it will be 7, 6. 6 will be in the top row of box 1. This is 17 so far. So it has... Okay, so that is 3. Or else there would need to be another 7 there. So that will be 6. 9. And so the 2 will be up here. And whatever this digit is will also go there. And then these will all be from 1, 3, 4, 5. Minus whatever this is, as it will be there. Okay. The 3 has to be in one of those. The 1 has to be right there. Oh, what am I doing? The 1 is over here. Three is down here. 5. This is just all Sudoku at this point. 7. Okay. 23 is going to be 8, 6, 9, 13. That one is done. Can this still be a 30 something? I guess it could. 8 could go there. I guess that is possible. Could it be a teens number without the 3? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that would be okay. That would be 18. But point is, it could be 19 perhaps, and still not have a 3. Well, maybe that's not true. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 was 18. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 would be 19. Okay, now I think it's more true than it could be. So 21 is the only way that this could not have a 9. It would be 8, 7, 6. So this would have to be 8. These would be 7, 6. It seems possible though. Alright, let me think about... the vertical number then, like the 3 here. So even if this is blue, then that would still need to be blue. But it could be orange. Oh, no, it can't. Can't be orange. Because then this one would have to be blue, but it would see 4. So that one has to be blue. And that vertical is done. So that becomes orange. This one sees 3. So this one cannot be orange. If it was, we would make a 2x2 box of blue. So that is blue. Now this one cannot be, because we would be at 4 again. So this one will be, whoops. So we are avoiding 2x2 here. We are avoiding a checkerboard here. A checkerboard is just as bad as swapping colors too many times around the perimeter. So that must become blue. Orange wants out to its buddies. This one is avoiding a checkerboard. Oh, this is 9. I didn't even realize that. So it's not going to be 39, because that would leave 6 value in 4 digits, and they would be a minimum of 10. It could still be but this is 1 because these are both blue now, because the X digit is horizontal. So it does become 19. And now, did I already have my numbers sorted? Did it have to be? I guess first off, can it not have a 1? If it was 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, that sounds way too high. And that's because it is way too high. 5, 6, 7 on its own is 18. So it has to have a 1, because it can't have the 3. So that is 1. Now 2, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 is 15, 17. So I think it has to be 2, 4, 5, 7. It definitely has to have 2. We couldn't make it work any other way, could we? I don't think so. 2, 4, 5, 7. Let me just look at that. That is 12, 16, 18, 19. Yeah, okay. So that is what it must be. So 9 is there, and 6 and 8 are here. One is in this column now. Two is finished with the horizontal, so that becomes blue. 5 is vertical, so it is done now as well. Orange is needing to get out to its buddies. Cannot trap. This will eventually need to get out there. Oh, what was the crop key? Cells separated by a crop key dot must be of opposite shading. So that is blue, and that is orange. And that is also blue. We're avoiding a 2x2. Still need out. Are all the pills done? Blocked where they need to be blocked. Not this one. This is at least I guess I don't know that yet. If this is 3 though, it has to be those 3. But I guess that would be okay. That would be orange anyway because of the 2x2. Okay. So that looks alright. Let me try some Sudoku then. 1 cannot go there, so it goes there. And then it will be on the top. It'll be over here. It won't be on the dot though, because the 2 is already there in that cell. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not making a combo with those yet. So 1 could go there. Can this still be 876? 876, yes, it could. '23 is finished. 19, the total is there. 2, 2. One of these are 2. It seems okay, I guess. Seven is in this cube. What is left up here? 2, 2, 8, 9. Three. It's in one of those. One of those. 4. It's in the middle. A 5 is also in the middle. Okay, so we get 3, 4, 5 in there, and this will be a 2, 8. So we get 2 here because of that one, and 8 because of that one. This will now be a 1, 6, 8. And then we'll have 7, 9, 2, 2, 7, 9 in there. This one had to be 9 because of the given 7 and the 2 at the bottom. Okay. Three, 4, 5 can be 2, cannot be 3, can be 4, can be 5, can be 6. These are of different colors. What would create the most mayhem? If this was orange, that would be blue, that would be orange. Okay, that'd be okay. We wouldn't be forced to make a checkerboard there or nothing. So unsure on that at the moment. Oh, this would be broke if this was blue, because then we would have a checkerboard. So that must be orange, and that must be blue. And what would that do here? This cannot be orange to avoid a 2x2. And now same there for orange. So blue is getting out. This orange, this has to be blue. Now this will be orange to avoid 2x2. That will be blue to avoid 2x2. That will be orange. We're avoiding a checkerboard here. It's orange. If that is orange, now we are having an issue. If this is orange now, then we do create a checkerboard. Because if that is orange, that would be blue, and so would that. So that is blue, and that is orange. That can still be either color, though. Oh no, I don't think it can, because it's being trapped here. So orange does need out to its buddies. And this is blue to avoid a checkerboard. This blue is not trapped, though, so that will get resolved by other means. This orange could go there. Orange could go there. What actually solves that? What does solve that? Oh, this is going to solve it. So this is either 3 or 5. So 4, 6 comes out. Okay. But that will give us our finished yin yang eventually, whenever we get that pill. So 9 is here. We should know these 3. 3, 2, 3, 7. So this is 2, because 3 and 7 are in the column. And these are 3, 7. We have 4, 5 here. The 4 5s are if this is I guess that's okay. 3, 5, I guess, yeah, that's still good. If it is, okay, what are the possibilities then? If it's 13, probably quite a lot. Oh, it could not be 8 fives though. So we could have 7 6, or we could have 4 9. If it was 15, it could be 7 8 or 6 9. So this one, it can't be 3 or 5, so 4 comes out of there. Um, that wouldn't take the 9 out though, so that's okay. If it was 6, it would have to be 7. It could be 6 if it was 7. It can't be 8, so this cannot be 9. So now that probably can't be 4. So a 6 7 will make a combo there. Looking over here at 9, so 2, okay, that's all right. So if that is, this can't be, oh yeah, if this is 6, that is 9. If that is 7, that could be 6 or 8. Okay, so all that is all right. If that is 9, that would be 6. All right. Um, I'm gonna change this any. This could be 8 7, so that could still be 6. That would be 5. I guess that's okay. All right, so where now? More Sudoku is likely. Can that actually be 1? No, it cannot. This arrow is 20 something. It's not going to make it there with 1. Probably could have. Probably could have got that much earlier. I don't think this. I don't think I fully marked this. I'm showing a 1 and a 2 over here. 1 could go in the corner though and still hide. Would still be able to hide this number up here, I think. So that should be alright still. So it's in one of those. This cannot be not. Oh, that one can. Those are the only 2 options for 9. Two is going here by Sudoku. So it will go here by Sudoku. Now we get the 1. location here. So now, since we have 23, we know that 9, this cannot be 3 either. And we know that 9 is on the arrow. So 9 will go here or here. If it's 23, 9, 8, 6, 9, 7, no. So 8 has to be on the arrow, which can be here or here. And then 6 or 7 could go there. Right, but this is 8. It's the only thing it can be. And there will be a 9 with that digit, which is fine. And then this digit will still be one of those and be there. So that becomes 6 or 7. And this digit becomes 3 or 4. Now 2 is one of those. 6, 8, is that doing anything? No. 3, 4, 5, 7 on the others. That is okay as well. 3, 4, 5, is that is not either. Okay. So 5 is going, and 8. 5 and 8 are on this row with 9. So, okay, 1 has to go there. And this is a 3 or 4. Yeah. And this will also be a 3 or 4, as will this. This column is a 4. Okay. I think that gave us 1 up here. It should be all. Is that all of the ones? I believe it is. 2. 3. I have to mark some of these 4 5s and 3 4s and get them mapped around, quite possibly. 4. How many 4s are there? 5. 5 is on the bottom, okay. See that. 6, 8. 8 is over here. Okay. 13 still works. 7, 6. 15 still works. 6, 9, or 7, 8. So everything's still possible there. If that's 5, that becomes blue. Would be all good. Man, very sorry. This has a 6, 7, or 9 in it. This is just 6 or 7. Hmm. Okay. So, uh, where do I start mapping these? 3, 4s? You can see they would bounce around like that. But then kind of lose track of them, which is which. Would be the, no, that'd be the other one. Okay. Three, 4, no. What opens this up? 23. 6, 7. Maybe, let me see if I can do better with a known 6. And then maybe say, can that be 6? Alright, that wasn't so great. That would be 7 though. So that would have to be 6. So we do get that. But that looks just fine, doesn't it? So, can that be 6? I'm not gonna get much there, though, am I? I will get, if that is 6, that has to be 9. How about that? That's all good as well. That could still be 9. Okay. If that is 6, that is 9. That would be 7. Do I see an issue there? 7 would be there, 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 there. No, no, no. Wait. I'm saying that was 6. That would be 9. The ones I have marked are 9. This would be 7. That would be 7. That would be 7. 7, 7, 7, 7. That looks okay as well. Okay, what am I missing? This 3, 4, perhaps. I think I already tried that. Um, it is true that this is this is this. So let me speculate here, and then it would be 4. That is okay. So let me speculate a 3. Either way, either way, this one is going here. Okay, that's not as clever as I thought it was when I first said it. So if that is 3, that would give that 13. Maybe that's something to remember. This was 4. Could it go up here? Yes, very easily. Did I miss something with Sudoku? 2 is in one of those. 2. Don't have many 3s, that's for sure. This cannot be 3, 4. Is that important? If this is 6, that is 7, 8. That would be 5. If this is 2, 3, 7, 4, 6, 9. That would be 5. That would be 4. That would be 5. That would be 5. 8. Now I'm just so lost. If that is 5, it has to be 4. Which would, if that is 5, it would make both of those 3. I don't think that. I think I already did this anyway. What if I was to, if I put a 4 here, how would that interact with this? That would be a 3, 5, so that would be a 2, 6. Would be 2, 6. Need another combo wombo. Am I missing a combo? Did I overlook a double or a triple? Is this, that's okay. This has a 6, 7, or 9 in it. This could be 6, 9. That could be 6, 7. Maybe I'll just fully mark this box. It has a 6, 7, or 9 in it. Middle box is fully marked. Doesn't seem to be any help. What is this? This sees a lot of digits, or does it? It sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. That's basically everything. This is still 3 or 5 only. Let me get this one. This is 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. These are going to be all marked here soon. Those already are. This one is the only one that isn't. It can be 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Just a whole pile. So now, find what I need to find. Everything is marked. It doesn't matter as far as the yin yang goes. Nothing will break it. If that is 3, that becomes orange. The yin yang is... The yin yang would be all good. Blue would connect there. Orange would be all connected. If that is 5, then blue is all connected down this way. And that is orange connecting orange that way. So those are interchangeable as far as the yin yang goes, purely for yin yang reasons. Um, 3. That is 5. That is 8. That is 6. That is 4. That is 3. So if that was 5, what did I say? 5, 8, 6, 4, 3. If that is 5, that is 4. That would be 2 or 6. So that would be 3 or 5. And that would have been 3. So that would be 5. So that would be 6. This could still be... Then this would have to be 3. Or no. No, this would have to be 3. Oh, but that would be okay, because that is where 3 would have been if that was 5. If this is 3, then that has to be 3. Uh, hmm. If that is 5, that is 3. This is 3 though. Well, what does 3 do to everything? 3 makes that 4, 5. 4 or 5. I mean, and then I'm about lost. So, if that is 3, that would have to be 2. That would be 7. That would be 6. That would be 9. That would be 5. That would be 3. And then, okay, I think that broke. If that is 3, that was 2, that was 4. Let me take this out. Confusing me because 4 can be down there. If that is 3, that could not be 4 because of that. So it would be 2. That would be 7. So that would be 6. That would be 9. So that would be 5. That would be 8. That would be 6. That would be 4. And then we would have 3 here, 4 here, 5 here. And that would have no fill. 3, 2, 4. That would make that 7. That's 6. That 9. That 5. That 8. That 6. That 4. Right. That. Now that's only that cannot be 3. Okay, but maybe that. Ah, that didn't quite give me the 2 yet, though. Oh, what a bummer. They didn't change any of that either. Didn't that do anything? 4, 5, 6. No. Or wait, yes. 4, 5. No. Yeah, yeah. 4, 5, 6. No. Back to no. So close though. Does that break regardless now? Okay, if that's 5, that's 8, that's 6, that's 4, that's 3. So we have 5, 4 here. So that would be 6, that would be 5. But that would be 3, right? Five, 8, 6, 4, 3. I just need to mark this. It's too long. 5, 8, 6, 4, 3. But then what's being forced now? That would be 6. Okay. So that would be 7. So that would be 8. which would be fine for that. But that would be 5. Also fine. That would be 3. That would be 4. That is all fine. Still fine. These would be 7, 9. Would be 2, 5. Oh man, did I just solve the puzzle? Oh, maybe not. I might have grouped on this 9 actually. 9, I think, could still be either one of those. Which means it could also be that one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 4, 5, 6, 8. Oh no, that did go to 9. Okay. So 9 is one of them. This was 5. It makes 7 there though, so that now makes 9. So that one would not be. We have 5 and 8. That would be 5 then, that would be 8. 2 and 5 in the column. So that would be, or in the row, sorry. So that would be 2 and 5. That would be 2. 7 and 2. And I think that does it. But, like, that was just a. That was all based on this 5, but I mean, that was kind of just a lucky guess, really. Um, all the way back to that 5. Even farther. Oh, I started on the pill 5. Started on the pill 5, but then I guessed that 5? Or did I guess both of these? Or how did I get... Oh no, if you put 5 here... If you get 5... Yeah, if you put 5 here, you get 5 there. If you put... What if you put 3 here then? If you put 3 here, you have 4, 5. So 3 goes down here. Those become 6, 7. So those become 4, 5. Oh, what's wrong with that? Can these two not be both 6 then? Does that break stuff? Is that how I do that? Doesn't look like it. I mean, it breaks stuff, I guess, farther down the line. But is that what I was supposed to do? Ask if those could be the same. Because, well, they wouldn't even need to be. Oh my gosh. That can't be 6. Oh my gosh. Why didn't you guys tell me? That can't be 6. Oh, well, yes, it can. I was thinking there was a dot there. Wow. Okay. If 6 goes down here, that would be 6. That would be 7, so that would be 7. That would have to be 9. But if 6 goes here, that could be 7 and that could be 6. What would be wrong with that? Ah, no, because then that would be 6. 7 could still be on there, that would be 4. Ah, and then that would be 5, and that could not be 4 or 6, because it would be there. So these cannot both be 6. As in, if that is 6, that is 7, and that is 8. If that is 7, then that is 6, and that is 9. And now, no matter what, we get a 5 there. And that is how that was intended. I think. Maybe not, but maybe. So now we just fill in Sudoku. This became 789. That was very tricky right there at the end. The uh yin yang wasn't too difficult to sort since it kind of gave us this initial pattern with going around the edges with the blues and stuff. Um, but man, there at the end, that sure did stump me. Before I put this 5 in, this 5 gave us the rest of our yin yang. And let me just have a look here. That should be all good now if I've done this correctly. That was a very nice puzzle. I did enjoy that. It was uh, Zin Yang Volume 2, or V2, by PuzzleTank. There will be a link below in the description. Give it a check. And yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.